All right, 9:36, everybody. And she put the supermodel with an illustrious career, okay, which included her Sports Illustrated swimsuit debut in 1985, followed by 5 covers of the magazine. She also appeared on TV and in movies and became the first model to host Saturday Night Live.
That's right. And now you can find this Aussie on the cover of another project, her memoir, Elle, Life Lessons and Learning to Trust Yourself. And Elle Macpherson joins us live right now here in our studios. Great to have you here this morning.
Great to be here this morning.
Yes, thanks for coming.
Wow, and look at this. What a career you have had. You came here to New York when you were 18, but what brought you here? Was it modeling or something else?
Well, it was a combination of sort of signals. I'd been offered to come to New York to model. And, you know, when they called me and said, would you like to come? My innocence, my heart skipped a beat, and I thought, yes, I really want to come. But ultimately what happened was I felt that it wasn't logical, it wasn't intelligent. I was going to go to law school, so it didn't seem like it was responsible or reliable. And so then I said no. And as soon as I said no, I had that feeling of, I've just gone against myself. I've let myself down. And I vowed I'd never do that again.
Yeah, I mean, and the career took off. I mean, it was an amazing career, but what you write about in the book is that some of that struggle, that internal dialogue that you had from the beginning kind of carried along with you. Can you tell us about the struggle and why you decided you wanted to put it in paper?
Well, I'd sort of, like every young person, I had to learn through experience. And so it took time for me to sort of face my fears of inexperience, you know, not knowing and being out of my comfort zones. And but as I worked more and I gained more experience and I learned how to do my job really well, then I got more confident. And then the more confident I got, the more easy it was for me to do work. And I really just wanted to be really good at what I was doing. So experience was perfect. And I wrote the book because I really wanted to share not so much the experiences themselves, the circumstances, but the lessons that I learned through those experiences.
Yeah, I mean, because if you look at you, no one would ever think that you face any challenges at all. Seriously, I mean, you're picture perfect, but life is not always picture perfect. It's not, you can't
Well,
always...
for everybody. I mean, we all do the best we can with the circumstances that we're in, and we learn and grow. And the wonderful thing about wisdom is that you learn a tool, you apply it to life, you gain wisdom through applying what you've learned from the last experience. And we get sort of stronger and more confident and more grounded in our lives as we go on.
Yeah, so, you know, the book is chronological, right? And it talks about the journey, but there was a change and a catalyst for that change. Can you talk about what it was?
Well, there were a few. I got sober in 2003, so I'm 21 years sober now, and that was a huge, catalyst for me because it really just changed my whole life. And
was there a reason for becoming? Was there alcohol because of the pressure of modeling? What was the?
I think it was a combination of things, and you can read about it in the book. I go into quite a lot of detail. It sort of creeps up on you. You know, in the beginning it was just sort of anxiety, and then I started to feel like I was just observing my life. I wasn't part of it anymore. It was like a movie. And then, of course, my sons were born, and I wanted to be an excellent mother.
Of course.
And I was finding myself not in my best element, and then I realized, you know, I'm not living the life I want to live, and so I went to rehab, and I'm so glad I did, because it really was a foundation for a much more profound and present and purposeful life. I found direction and purpose at that time.
Well, congrats again.
Thank you.
On your sobriety, but you also talk in the book about cancer.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, I mean, I was diagnosed with cancer, and like anybody, it was a shock, and you know, and I was gripped with fear at the time. I just wanted to know what to do about it, and I wanted as much information as I could, and so I went to see a lot of specialists and to get advice, and you know, it was interesting because not everybody had the same perspective on how to deal with it. And there was no clear path forward, and no assuredness either way, whatever I did, because it's not a cookie cutter thing. You know, it's not one size fits all. And so I addressed it, and with determination and without drama. And I'm really glad I did, because I'm here, happy and well and happy,
Yes.
as good as I can ever be.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
We love that. And you've entered the wellness space too. You have a new company, right?
Yeah, well, that was prior, actually. In 2014, I founded Wellco. When I turned 50, I found that I was going through hormonal changes. I didn't realize what it was at the time. I was run down, I was tired, I was lethargic, and skin changed, hair changed. I started putting on weight. And I went to find a solution, which was a whole bunch of wonderful nutrients, and made some lifestyle changes. And it changed, it changed everything about my perspective of health and well-being. And I founded the business because I wanted to help other people be their best version of themselves, the way I'd been helped.
Right.
Yeah, well, it's wonderful, and you're sharing it in your book. Thank you
I'm
so
sharing it in
much.
my book. Thank you so much.
We're so glad that you're here and that you're doing well.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
Thanks for your time.
Of course.
Great to meet you.